Ethiopia's military is planning to enter Tigray's capital Mekelle and eliminate rebellious forces. That was the message from General Abebaw Tadesse late on Friday in an interview with state-affiliated broadcaster Fena.
Mekelle and Tigray are Ethiopian territory. No one will stop us. We will go in and eliminate the enemy. There should not be any confusion about this. The Ethiopian people should not perceive as if the war is over. It is not over.
The Horn of Africa country has been in the grip of conflict for over a year. The federal military and its allies have been battling forces loyal to the Tigray People's Liberation Front, the political party that controls the northern region. Recently, there has been an uneasy stalemate between the two sides, punctuated by sporadic fighting. TPLF forces control most of Tigray, but are surrounded by hostile forces who are allied with the federal military. Abebaw said Ethiopia would not be able to enjoy peace until the enemy is eliminated. His comments come despite diplomatic efforts to end the violence. This week, 2 top US diplomats flew to Addis Ababa to push for a ceasefire. They're trying to build on tentative signs of a thaw in relations between the warring parties. The TPLF spokesman could not be reached to respond to the military official's comments.
Welcome to another episode of the Abebaw Crawfish. I'm your host, Sankara. This is another update of the Ethiopian Civil War. Today is January 23rd, 2022. All right, today there's an Ethiopian General Abebaw Tadesse, who spoke and pretty much confirmed that the war is not over, that the Ethiopian government took an operational pause. Before we get into that, let me orient you on the map. Here's Ethiopia. These areas are the areas affected by the conflict. Now let's zoom in. Let's fly in. This is Addis Ababa area. Earlier in the year, sometime last year, the TPLF had fought their way all the way down in this area. They had taken some portion of Afar and some portion of the Amhara region, but they were pushed back using some pincer attacks and with drones. They were pushed back into Tigray. The Ethiopian government is so far in southern Tigray. They are taking Alamata, and they were at the gates of Korem. Now, due to the U.S. putting economic pressure on Ethiopia, I believe that's part of the reason why the war was stopped first. Sure, the military took that as a chance for an operational pause to prepare their move on the TPLF later. But I believe that being removed from AGOA, it caused some pause for the Ethiopian businesses. They were the one, I'm sure, were particularly worried, those businessmen that were making money from AGOA, and put some pressure on the Ethiopian government. So the Ethiopian government paused. They released some TPLF members, and those guys went back to Tigray. But from what General Tadesse has said right now, at least I am comforted by the notion that the Ethiopians understand what this is. This is their sovereignty. They can't mess around with it. You can be sovereign. You can be sovereign with a whole region of your country in the hands of a mafia terrorist organization. So, General Tadesse, as you read from the news, made it clear that Tigray is a part of Ethiopia and no one will stop them from going to Tigray. They are going to go to Mekelle and they're going to eliminate the TPLF. He also, another point that he made, that is to me one of the most salient points that he made, is that Ethiopia will never see peace if the TPLF is not eliminated, and that's the fact. So all these trips from U.S. and UN and agents to hijack this country should not be accepted. Let them come in their plane and let them take their butt right back out of the country. TPLF is a malignant tumor in on the Ethiopian landmass, and it needs to be carved out. The TPLF has a choice. They can all decide those dirty grandpas, because that's what they are, old dirty guys who have stolen this country's wealth, who have hijacked their people for years, decades, and refuse to let the country grow. They want to starve out that to drain out that country. They are like pond scum. So General Tadesse made it clear that the Ethiopian military, they prepare, they will go to Tigray and they will take Mekelle. Now, 2 weeks ago, the Eritrean government, the Eritrean military attacked the TPLF forces in this area of they call it Sigem Kefolo Afit Setzer, located in northwestern Tigray. The Eritrean military is no joke to play with, and the TPLF understand they can't mess with them. So far that's where it is. There are strikes from the Ethiopian government with drones hunting TPLF leadership, and whether true or not, there have been reports from the UN crying about civilians being killed. It's possible that that civilians were killed. These guys hide amongst the civilians. It's possible that's it, and that's an unfortunate situation. But Ethiopia has to solve this. They have to cut out this tumor that is the TPLF. So it's good news. The TPLF this has to be the end of their existence. No one needs to. The decision doesn't need to be that they must all be or go to the firing squad. If the country can live with them getting out, being sent into exile, I'm sure the Ethiopian government can accept that. But short of that, no, they need to leave. If they don't want to leave, then they should be sent to the Marble Archive. Those dirty grandpas need to get out of that country. That country has the potential to be an economic powerhouse on the African continent. They finally had visionary leadership, and now, as they were trying to rise, That's when the U.S. and their stooge, TPLF's stooge, went about trying to start this war. These guys went into Amhara and Afar region, and they caused chaos and damage, massacred people, ripped people, destroyed buildings. I mean, just it's almost like they were just doing it just out of hate. This can be a group that is going to be negotiated with. They are holding a grenade to the head of this country, threatening them that is Ethiopia or is them, the TPLF. So they must leave. And it's good that that General Tadesse pointed that out. I was a little bit worried that Ethiopia was going to budge because of the economic pressure, but it's clear that at least the military leadership understand that they understand the crux of this. Ethiopia cannot see peace if the TPLF exists. They must not exist as an organization. They needs to be totally disbanded. The leadership needs to either leave or be sent to the Marble Archive. So this is the update for the Ethiopian Civil War this time. To all Ethiopians in Ethiopia, those who want to be Ethiopians and want to be part of Ethiopia, wish you guys luck, and we, member of the diaspora, we will support you guys. I definitely am a supporter of my Ethiopian brothers. Thank you.